Welcome to Corrections Reflections Podcast, a platform dedicated to individuals who've experienced incarceration. When I was 19 years old, I made a decision that would change my life. Eventually, I would find myself in prison. And when I got out, I made it my mission to help give those who faced incarceration a voice. If you haven't already got my book, you can find it on Amazon. The name of the book is Guilty, the story they never told.
What was one of the major adjustments you had to make the very first time that you got locked up? I mean, did you know you was going to have to fend for yourself, or did you think that there was anybody that was going to be able to be there to support you?
In the beginning, I honestly thought I was going to be alone. So when I first got into the county, it's so overpopulated, overcrowded. Everyone's sleeping in the day room. You know what I mean? Everyone's just trying to find an open spot. When I got in there was only one spot under the stairs, and I went and took it.
Bro, that's the worst feeling.
Oh my gosh.
Man, just like, what the fuck?
What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go?
Like, I'm supposed to have a bed or a bunk or something. I thought
You hear
it was
me?
pretty hot to the cot.
Man, the first time I went in, they gave me one change of oranges, and they gave me 2 blankets, and a little toothbrush and
Your indigent
yeah, my indigent stuff.
Bro, that's so messed up.
I didn't even get a mat. I got 2 blankets.
You know, it was so bad whenever I was there that they would, for 30 days, they would come in, they would get these guys a little cap full of that shit. They said it was toothpaste, deodorant, soap. I was like, damn, for 30 days? I said, this little shit. It was like, man, that's bad.
You know what's crazy is you could use that toothpaste for soap.
Yeah. That is crazy. It's like all in one. I was like, bro, and then they would line up. We would line up for that little cap. I was like, bro, this is bad. I'm gonna give y'all some soap.
I ain't gonna lie. See, I was indigent, but I didn't let nobody know that.
Yeah.
When they came in to pass the indigent stuff, I just stayed in myself.
Yeah, I know.
I'm good.
Get my stamped envelope. Yeah, I was lucky. I had good support. It's hard as hell though. You put people's money on your books in Omogi County, and it might not show up for like 3 weeks.
You ain't lying.
You gotta bitch about it, and then
they be taking that shit too.
Yeah,
I remember whenever what was he? The Cap?
Murphy?
No, Spears.
Oh,
Spears.
Yeah.
He must have been. He wasn't a Cap. Who is Spears, man?
Spears
must have been over the commissary actually.
Oh yeah.
Because all the time, money would be missing.
Yeah.
People, all right, so families would be like, hey, I sent your money. And then somebody would go to order and they wouldn't get their order. And they would say, oh no, you don't got money on your books.
Bro.
Like, what are you talking about? My people just put money on my books.
And if you borrow some shit from somebody or you got a 2-for-1.
A 2-for-1?
Motherfuckers.
Man, or like a 2 for $5.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And they're waiting, and then you don't get your shit. Then you look like a liar.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm about to let you, I'm going to call the phone. You can see I got money on my account.
Man. Let me start from the beginning. So, I found a spot under the stairs.
Yeah.
And I slept for the first 2 days. I wasn't trying to be in the mix or nothing. Honestly, I was the retard believing that I was going to get out. Yeah, I believed that I was going to get out, man. First time in.
Yeah.
First charge. Plus, everyone in the jail kept telling me, oh, man, don't worry, man. You're going to get out. It's your first time? Yeah, you're going home, man.
Pod lawyers.
Joke's on them. I sat in there for a year fighting this shit until I went home. Anyways, while I was under the stairs, I spent the first 2 days under the stairs. the white dudes pushed up on me, and they asked me my crime and shit. They asked me who I was with. I told them I was Native. They was like, "Oh, all right." Short time after that, the natives pushed up on me, and then they didn't really even push up on me. They just brought me into a cell, asked me what my charges were. I told them. They pulled me right in, made me feel at home. Well, I won't say at home. You know what I mean? They made me, for the time being, they made me feel comfortable. Yeah.
Like part of something, huh?
Yeah, part of something.
Yeah. Part of something. How was it under the stairs? Was it cool? Quiet? Did you feel ducked off?
Man, I stayed under the blanket the whole time. I only had 2 blankets. I didn't even have a mat. I was so uncomfortable. Man, you know, on the stairs though, you be walking up the stairs and that dirt be falling on you. Yeah, people used to put trash bags under there to catch the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. It is filthy under there, ain't it?
Man, that's like the dirtiest part of the jail.
It actually is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you ever been? It actually
Hey,
is.
especially when people be over there working out and stuff, so like they be using the stairs as pull-ups and
Only place to do pull-ups at.
Yeah. I think I told you in the last episode about me getting jumped over a grit tray.
Yeah.
Yeah, some state-ass grits.
Yeah, so what was your favorite tray?
My favorite tray? Man, I ain't gonna lie. Breakfast tray?
Yeah.
Man, I can't lie, bro. My favorite, and I think this was a lot of people's favorite. However, half the people, no, I won't say half, less than half the people said they didn't like it because it was too watery or it wasn't real sausage. Or, you know, just complaining.
Biscuits and gravy, yeah.
Man, I think my favorite was biscuits and gravy, but I really enjoyed it when they put sugar in the oatmeal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of, there's not many
it makes
options.
it exotic a little bit.
Yeah.
When you're in jail, you get a little bit of that sugar.
Yeah.
Did the biscuits and gravy hit your stomach?
Talking about water in your guts.
Yeah, hey, you always knew when it was biscuits and gravy day because the cells would be shutting and the towels be going over the window. The toilet started flushing. Yeah. Keep that water on it.
Yeah. That was cool. My first days were cool. It wasn't too bad, honestly. It wasn't too bad. That was up until like the first days leading to the jump session.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I said before, I was just sitting back and watching. You know, that was not my environment. I didn't grow up to go to jail. I wasn't taught about jail, you know.
Yeah.
So I was just observing. I was very observant.
Yeah, and you was young, so you were really young. So.
Very young. And, you know, young people don't tend to make it a lot, you know. So I was just trying to be real smart. And once I started being observant and started taking things in, I just started acting on it, you know. Just trying to fit in, get in where you fit in, type shit. And
yeah, you know, some people in there like sharks in the spot.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. It wasn't that bad for me. It was pretty easy. Probably that jump session was the worst part about it all because it was unexpected. It was a surprise. Came out of nowhere.
So how long was that into your time when that happened?
A month.
A month? Damn.
A month.
Right off the bat.
I was only in for a month. Yeah, I sat back and I watched for a month. I watched everybody and I watched everything go down. And I tried to figure out the things that I could do and I couldn't do. You know, and me being a small guy, I know you can't do everything everyone else does.
No.
There ain't no way that shit's gonna fly. So I just, like I said, get in where you fit in.
Yeah, but you being your age, that should have had a little bit of leniency. Like, he don't even know. You know, you been. It's like, how long you been in a month? Oh, he don't even know.
You're absolutely right. But in Omogi County, that shit don't fly.
No.
You know, that shit don't matter because they turn politics into something else.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the county, they act as if they've been to the penitentiary or they've been to some yard or they know politics.
Yeah.
But reality, they ain't been nowhere and they're just trying to make a name for themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just been there.
They just trying to earn their stripes. They just, so.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the county, bro. I'm not.
Omogi County is worse than prison.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Probably the worst jail I've been to.
They say Omogi. Now I don't know about today, so you guys don't have to fact check me or anything. But I remember probably a year or two ago, Omogi was the second worst county in the state.
Behind what? Oklahoma County?
Oklahoma County was first. Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. There'll be about up to 75 people in a pod. Literally, you're just walking over people.
And it only houses, what, 30 or 40?
Yeah. It's supposed to be 2 in a cell, but there's about 3 in a cell.
So 40, it should house about 40 inmates?
Yeah, about 40.
But they hold about 70 to 80?
Bro.
Yeah.
Talk about shower time.
Let's talk about lockdown time.
Bro.
Whenever the rules get broken or the cops get pissed and they want to lock us down, they will. There's, what is it? What is there, like 8 cells? I think there's like, what is it, 7 cells? Is it? No, it's 9 cells.
Is it 5 on the bottom?
Is it 5?
5 on the bottom, 5 on top.
Is it 5? I thought it was 4.
1, 2, 3. Is it, what was the corner cell? Was that? Yeah, that's 4. So there's 9 cells in there.
9 cells.
Yeah, 5 on top and 4 on bottom.
Cause wasn't it cell 1 by? No, it was cell 1 and 2.
1 and then
3 and 4,
2,
5,
3,
6.
Yeah,
and then 8.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 4, 6, 12. What is that? 13 cells.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it might have been 13.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to go back and count, but
hell no.
but yeah, I remember I had the corner cell and I had the second cell on the bottom.
Hell yeah. Whenever I went in, after I left from underneath the stairs, they pulled me into cell 106.
Oh yeah, because there was that one, that big ass handicap cell.
No, that's 108.
That 108, was that 108?
Remember, they don't have a 107.
Yeah, oh yeah.
106 to 108.
Yeah, okay.
107 was the shower.
That,
I'm assuming.
108, they used to say that's the one you use the bathroom in.
Yeah, the handicap cell.
Yeah.
Hey man, I ended up in the handicap cell one time. It was cool.
It's kind of big.
It was cool, bro. It was the biggest cell of them all.
Bro, yeah, man, it was hella comfortable. And I
Yeah.
used to get like, man,
Yeah.
look at that shit.
Yeah.
But I had the cell with the wall hole. So, food, drugs,
101?
the corner one.
101?
Yeah, that was that 101.
Or the one by the shower.
Showers. The one by the shower.
That's 106.
Yeah, 106. Yeah, I was in 106. Me and the brothers. Brothers had to take it because everybody wanted that cell.
Yeah, bro, they could send food through 101, 106, 201, and 206.
Yeah. Bro, they started making, there used to be just 2 hoes. And then because we held both cells, you just hear them at nighttime chiseling through the walls, making more hoes.
Man, the natives, bro, from the time I can remember, the natives held those cells.
Yep.
Except for on the top one, 206.
Yeah.
The blacks usually had that one. Maybe some bloods.
Oh, yeah. The one right next to the PC cell? Or the one
No, that's 102.
Oh, yeah.
106 by the shower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the bloods usually had that one. And then Indians still had the one by the PC, I think, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. when my cellies would leave, so when I got pulled into the cell from the natives, when I first got in there, I got pulled into the cell, but I was sleeping in a boat on the floor. You know what I mean? And then those cellies ended up staying for a while, so like I just ended up going to another cell or something. I don't know. But Trap wanted to buy the rack. I wouldn't let him. I was like, shit, I'll fight you for it. Like, damn, like, what? Nah, hell no. Like, nah, bro, this is my rack. And I went downstairs and I hollered at the natives. And I was like, hey, yo, Trap's trying to fight me for my rack. Like, he's trying to bully me out of my rack. What are we going to do? Like, we going to push up on him? And they was like, nah, hell nah. They was like, Pac-Man, that's your cell. It was like, you go get that shit. They said, we'll have your back, but that's your cell, so you go handle it. Man, I went up there and fought Trap. And he whooped me, but I gained a little bit of respect from him for fighting him because he's a big, solid dude, you know, and I gained some respect from the natives because I stood for myself.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I was young, you know, only 19, but I didn't grow up that way. I didn't grow up with a gangster mentality. I didn't grow up with a thuggish mentality. I didn't grow up thinking that way. You know what I mean? So, like, my very first fight in jail, actually, it was with a black dude. And I had a cellie, and he was a native. But on the streets, he was a blood. Okay, it's real tough when you gangbang on the streets and then come to jail. You know, it's real tough because a lot of people don't know where you stand. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like like if shit pops off, where you at? Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean?
That's a brother right there. Says, nah, yeah. Blood, or, he Hoover. Yeah. Whatever. He like, oh, all right. Okay.
So my cellie, he had these friends over one night, and I was out watching TV or playing cards or something, and I ended up going home, and I was like, hey, yo, I'm about to go to bed, and he was like, all right. When I went into the cell, the dude sitting on the floor, my cellie's homie, he was sitting on the floor with his legs out, so like his legs were like underneath the toilet, so you can't enter into the cell and like walk around him or anything. His back was up against the wall.
Yeah, ain't no room.
And his legs were out straight, so like his feet were under the toilet. You know, and when you walk in the door, like there's the toilet right there. So he didn't move or anything, so I walked over him, and he found it highly disrespectful. And honestly, I didn't understand or see how he found it disrespectful because it was my cell. It wasn't even my cellie's cell. My cellie, like, he was kind of new, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he just had homies over. And I needed to get in. He wouldn't move. I stepped over him. And I handled my business. And then I was giving my cellie time to like wrap it up and shit. So I was going to leave again, and this dude still had his legs out, so I just walked over him again. And he jumped up, mad than a motherfucker, bro. Bro, he found that highly disrespectful and couldn't even believe that I would even attempt something like that. And my mind was fucking blown, bro. I didn't understand what this dude's problem was, because in my mind, brother, that's my house. That's my fucking cell. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't even know your name, bro. And whenever he jumped up, bro, it was late, and he was mad than a motherfucker, bro, and he was causing a scene. And he wanted to square up, and honestly, I wasn't trying to square up, bro. I knew without a doubt I would have maxed this dude out. But being my first time in, I knew about retaliation.
Yeah.
All right. So like I was very skeptical on fighting black people. Okay.
Yeah.
And the reason is because the Bloods are with the Bloods, the Crips are with the Crips, GDs are with the GDs. But if you get them all together, the blacks are with the blacks.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't care how anyone looks at it. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Okay. They will literally ride for their own. You know what I mean? And they don't care about the repercussions. I was kind of afraid. But at the same time, I didn't like back down or anything. But I also didn't swing on him. I let this dude swing several times. I ducked it every time. He missed me every time. And every time I ducked it, I just seen a fucking powerhouse move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was so scared of the retaliation. I didn't know if he was a Blood, a Crip. I thought he was a Crip. I didn't know, bro. Bro, being young and my first time in, I was afraid. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't scared. Like I wasn't afraid.
Yeah.
But I was afraid of making the wrong moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it just, I wasn't raised that way.
If you knew that you were gonna go to prison, would you have prepared yourself mentally?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I'd watch every prison movie.
You see, at that time, they weren't offering me 10 years yet.
Yeah.
I had went to my arraignment. I had went to the first court appearance after the arraignment. You know what I mean? I'm just fresh. I'm fresh. This is whenever, see, at first when I went in, they gave me some bullshit charges. Now, we're at the point to where they're actually trying to convict me and trying to throw some charges on me to make them stick. All right.
Okay.
So they hit me with the feloniously pointing a firearm. I ain't never heard of that shit.
Yeah.
And then they hit me with the reckless conduct with the firearm. I have heard of that.
Yeah.
But they hit me with that because I shot it off in the air.
They reached for those, didn't they?
Man, they did, bro.
They
couldn't find a legitimate reason to lock me up, so they hit me with whatever they told on me with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they told on me with William Limcool. Well, I don't know if they call me William. Will Limcool held us at gunpoint, pulled a gun on us, held us hostage. All that crazy shit. Yeah. So
put the juice on it. Huh?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but I ended up after that fight, I really examined myself because, like, after that happened, I sat around and understood, like, so many people saw me not fight this dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, now I feel like so many people see that, like, I didn't try to stand up for myself.
They can test you, huh?
Right. So after that happened, I ended up getting jumped after that. And then after I got jumped at like 6 a.m. I didn't go to medical until midnight. And then I never made it back to D-Pod until probably 8 or 9 months later.
Damn.
I finally made it back to D-Pod, and then when I did make it back to D-Pod, there was only one person left of the jump session. There was only one person left. And I decided to, like, just fucking squash it. You know what I mean? Because in my mind, I'm in jail, I'm young, I fucked up, right? Like, these these brothers, these people in the pod, they literally stated, next person to steal a tray, they're going to court.
Yeah.
All right, so after that happened, and I got jumped and didn't go to court, okay, after that happened, I made it to several more units after that, never making it back to D-Pod.
Yes, you went all the way around, huh?
I went all the way around. When I did make it back, like I said, there was only one guy left. I decided to squash it. Before I go anywhere else, I would like to say this. When I got to the yard, the first yard I got to, the car leader, the key holder, he was at the back end of a 20-year sentence.
Oh, damn.
And he had just made it to lower security. Probably, I want to say he was like 56 years old.
So he's just trying to do his time and get the fuck out now.
No.
Oh, hell no. Not,
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
He's almost home.
Yeah.
He's almost home.
But he's not a sit down type, huh?
Bro, when I hit the first yard and I got off the bus, the brothers automatically come to me. Like, it wasn't the white guys this time. It was the brothers.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, who you with? I'm like, I'm native. It was like, all right, come on. Bro, at the work center, bro, fuck, that was heaven.
Yeah.
I can't fucking lie. That was heaven.
Yeah.
I cannot even believe what I stepped off the bus to, bro. It was, bro, it was like a college campus without pussy. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Oh, man. The brothers, as soon as I got off the bus, native, come on. They took me to my rack, bro. They took me to my locker. They gave me shampoo, soap, shit that I would need.
Yeah.
They gave me a little bit of food, bro. Made sure I was ready, to start my stay. Made sure that
Got that pack, huh?
made sure I knew the ins and outs. As soon as they tucked me in and got me straight,
yeah,
they gave me a time to be on the yard, and I was supposed to meet the key holder.
Yeah.
And when I met the key holder, he asked me my charges and all the shit they ask, just questions, nothing serious, but just like, who are you? Where are you from?
Yeah.
What's your crime? What'd you get charged with? What are you about? What do you do?
Yeah.
Not really depressing type shit, but just like the curious.
Yeah.
Just trying to feel me out.
Yeah.
And after I met the key holder, he looked me dead in my face and asked me, "What happened to your face?" And I told him, back in 2015, when I was in the county, I was facing 10 years. The natives jumped me. They took me to court. They held a private meeting, and then they came in as I was hopping up in my rack to go to bed. They came in and jumped me, and they fucked me up.
Yeah.
And I told him the whole entire story. And after I was done telling him, his exact words were, "As soon as someone touches down on this yard, we're running them off. We're going to stab them. We're going to run them off. It don't make a fuck. But that's not politics.
Yeah.
And when they touch down, they gotta go. Bro, I can't fucking lie to you. The same exact day, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 hours later, I was strolling the yard, taking it all in, and I walked past who was part of the jump session. But in that split second moment, when he locked eyes with me, I decided to let him keep walking. So he got to walk the yard without anyone knowing. That was it was pretty tough for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it made me after the situation, after the realization, helped me understand that I am the bigger person on me. You know what I mean? I wanted to, but to me, it wasn't worth it, man. It was gone. It was over.
It's probably a test, you know.
Maybe.
It's like God or somebody, the creator, just put him right there and
maybe
see how you was gonna react. Maybe it was a test. So.
You want to know what's funny?
Yes, sir.
Being in this small ass town, I've met several people that know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. So there were 7 guys who jumped me in the county. I know a few of them. I have learned since that encounter, one of those men have developed serious I don't know, what was it called when you have blood sugar problems? Diabetes.
Yeah.
He's lost both of his legs.
Dang.
I think it's both of his legs. I thank the Creator for making me a better person. I don't know who the Creator is, man. Maybe it's a man, maybe it's a woman. I don't know, but this is Mother Earth.
Yes, sir.
This is Mother Nature. And I don't know how spiritual you are, but lately I've been coming to the realization that our Creator might be a woman.
I've heard that.
Because if you look at a woman today, now I might get some backlash from this, but theoretically, a woman's job is to mother. It's to create life. It's to bring life. And they say that nature is Mother Nature. Okay, and let me tell you this. We've got grass that grows from the ground. When you plant something, it grows from the ground. And only a woman can grow something.
Only a woman can create.
And they say that nature is Mother Nature. Okay, but religion will say that God is Jesus, and I don't know how factual this stuff is. You know what I mean? I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not religious.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Thanks for tuning in and being a part of this channel. If you enjoyed this one, leave us a like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to follow us to stay connected. Follow us on TikTok at Corrections Reflections, and find the Guilty brand on Etsy at Corrections Co. This is Corrections Reflections with Will and Boo.